Hey, I think this is working. Microphone, check. Light, check. Coffee. Check. All right. I think I have everything that I need to get this thing going. Hey, everybody, I'm Joshua. But today is October 25th, 2017, and this is the Delver lunchtime stream. I guess I am streaming Delver over my lunch breaks until we get this darn thing finished to keep you folks up to date as to what we are working on, what we're thinking, and what we are accomplishing. So yeah, I'm Joshua. I don't know if I said that or not. Maybe I should. So yeah, I'm Joshua. I am one half of the Delver team. I guess if this is your first time, welcome. Delver, as you can see the website behind my head here at delvergame.com. Delver is a procedural dungeon crawler with fantasy first person and roguelike elements in it. Basically, you run through a dungeon. It's new each time. You beat up bad guys, take their stuff, and eventually you'll die. And then you repeat the process, learn a little bit more, and get a little bit farther. We are on Steam in early access. You can find that link right here. We're currently on sale for $7.99. The next update is the last update. I'm pushing hard to get this done. I know I keep saying it's close. I mean it every time I say it, but in terms of shipping things, we're pushing this back just to make sure everything is great and perfect and bug free as we can make it, you know. Also, there is a Humble widget. If Humble's your jam, we got it. It also comes with a Steam key. Astute viewers will have noticed that I have mentioned Steam twice. It's because Steam build is the most up-to-date build. I think the Humble build is pushing 2 years old now, and there are just some features that are just not there. Pardon me. So hey, everybody in chat. Nice. Yeah, hey Michael, hey Dakota, hey Chad, hey Tengu, hey Dr. Kegel, all you Why Live A, you kind folks. Yeah, this is like, I'm ballparking it there. I typically make a French press of coffee in the morning, and I have 1 cup in, and the rest goes into my mug, and that tends to last me most of the morning. But I guess it's no longer morning. Yeah, try not to overdo it on coffee, but we'll see. So hey, yeah, Delver Game, that's the website. So the Cuttigan there in chat is the other half of Delver. Cuttigan is the original creator, the programmer, designer, all that jazz. But we share a lot of roles too. I do some programming. He does some art. You know, we just kind of pitch in and do whatever needs to be done, because that's kind of the reality of a small team. All right, so let's go to our. Let's do this clear. Let's go to our repositories. I have nothing set up. Hold on a second. Let's do this. I guess I had blown away my little setup here. Let's go get this going. The latest. Let's go here. Cool. Nice. Okay. Whoa. We've been productive little folks. Let's do clear. Normally I don't do this, but let me go ahead and Dakota says Cuttigan should be on with voice chat so we can both hear on voice. Yeah, streaming is black magic. 20 minutes of us trying to connect on Skype. Yeah. Yeah, streaming is kind of black magic, as some folks will attest. If you are in countries or locales that have not so great internet, sometimes Twitch allows you to change your stream settings, sometimes it does not. Yeah, hey Dakota, don't pressure Chad, man. Like streaming is a weird way to work, you know. So if Chad doesn't want to stream, that's totally fine. Get status. I'm up to date. Git log. one line since equals last week. Cool. Lots of stuff. Yeah, it looks like some of the more recent stuff. I have a little gist with some pretty printing so we can actually see who's working on what, which is a little bit more parsable. Yeah, so Chad's been working on some cool stuff. Lighting tweaks on Splash, fixing Splash, updated fog color in Splash. Cool. Lots of. Oh, do we have a new Splash screen? I'm getting a lot of Splash stuff. Ooh. Levels use built-in fog color and sun. Ooh, what's going on with the Splash? I'm very excited. Let's do this. Oh man, Chad, did you do what I think you're doing? Yeah, this is nice. Yeah. Cool. This is super rad. So there's a new Splash. Tweaking splash screen, new splash screen, bring up start camp. Nice. Yeah, so it looks like there might be a new splash screen. Let's take a look at assets. Splash. Levels. Splash. Nice. There's a way to test fog settings in the editor. Beautiful. That is a nice thing. Yeah, adding a fog settings dialog to the editor. Beautiful. Yeah, because I had hacked something together, and I should probably rip that out if the editor now has fog settings. So that, Tengu, that is a question better answered by Chad, but he's asking, is there going to be a different splash screen every time you start the game? I don't know. I don't think so. I think Chad just added a new one. Okay, let's just open up, I guess, start, load. This is the start camp. And then let's see if we can play around with some of those fog settings. Level, set fog settings. Ooh, nice. Do we get a real-time preview of this? Well, it's not. Level, test, or level fog settings, fog color. Let's make the fog color bright green and the sun color bright yellow? Light. Play? Oh yeah, beautiful. Yeah, and my hack still works too, which is awesome. I don't even know if Chad. I don't even know if you know about this. Yeah, so Chad, I have these shortcut keys built in. I don't know if you know about that. So let's do this. Yeah, so for those of you who may not know, if you're running Delver in debug mode, you can hold down R, G, and or B to change the fog color. So if I make it pure red, hold on R, and then you move the mouse left and right, and you can change the fog color. And then V will change the, I think the near plane. And all right, yeah, V is the far plane, and F is the near plane. So again, it's super hacky, but it works well enough, I suppose. Let me bring up my G and my B values. It makes it pure white, which is kind of cool. This is definitely like a Dark Souls has this kind of white fog. And I could kind of maybe tone it back a little. Oh, pure white's all right. What if I pull down the R and the G to make it just kind of bluish? That's cool. V. think F is near and V is far, I believe. We're getting some weird weird draw stuff in there, which I'm not sure about that. Thank you for the kind words, Wyleve. Yeah, no, I'm trying to make this as beautiful of a game as I can. So yeah, so this fog setting is nice. The sun setting I think is somewhat new. If it's the evening time, it should be this kind of orangey color, I think, or maybe even this kind of a purpley color, orangey purpley. Orangey. We can pull the saturation down. Play. Green down, purple, green up. Yeah, there are ways to fiddle with it. I think the sun color is way too strong. Yeah, but it's nice to be able to yeah, it's nice to be able to play around with these values. Yeah, no, it's cool. Cool. Yeah, those are good changes, Chad. All right, so I have a book of notes here from G2, and let me just kind of review the things I need to take a look at. Oh, concerning our gamepad support. Let's do this. So one of the things, I think it's in, let me close all this junk. Let's go to, I think, player. And then if we look for instance of note, yeah, note. So what we're doing here is we're kind of, we're hard coding, like if you, or this is that we're checking to see what you're trying to attack. And there are some things in here that we don't actually support quite yet. So there's also, let me just copy this, and this is instance of, I think, bag upgrade. Attack bag. I'm gonna cast it to an bag upgrade. There we go. And what's the property on that to go? Bag upgrade, is it probably like use or something? Inventory use, it looks like. I think that's the correct thing to do here. So inventory use, passing in this, which is the player. Let's go ahead and test this out. I guess stop. Go. Yeah, I like how you've framed the shot, Chad, with the warm color kind of being over there and like the night color being on the left. That's really nice. Okay, ooh, and there's a tent up there. That's curious. Hey, the KU022. Yeah, Wyleve, people always say they want to play Delver in VR, but my concern is, yeah, your stomach will explode because the sprites align to your eyes, right? So the sprites would be like aligned to your individual eyes and not the camera eye, and it would look I think bizarre. I think it would like. I'm not even quite sure how to describe what it would look like. Ooh, I like this little touch too, Chad. You're implying that there's a there actually is like yeah, there's stone underneath all this dirt, which is I think a good touch. Because yeah, over time the earth would build up on the outside of this path, and people kept using it, it would still stay somewhat low. That's cool. It's a really smart. You don't have feet. You have a shadow. No overworld stuff. That was the tutorial. Okay, so if I do K and uniques, and I do a bag expansion, I grab that, which I probably should make art for. I can use it, and it does expand my bag, which is good. And if I spawn in the other, no. If I spawn in the other unique, which is the belt pouch, and I use that, cool, it goes up like I expect it to. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, that's beautiful too. I love the. Oh yeah, this is. I think this is the first time I've actually seen those actually properly happen. That's awesome, Chad. This is super. It gets way more dramatic when it's on the outside world. That's so good. Love it. Does it hurt? Or is it just? I think it's just a magic effect. But yeah, that's cool. Nice. So let's go ahead and commit those changes. It was a pretty quick change, but I think we did need it. Git add dot git commit dash m bag upgrades now usable via Gamepad. Cool. Let me get my red pen and check that off. Yeah, another weird effect is it seems from what I've observed at G2 is something happened to our status effects where they actually cancel each other out. So if you were to get poisoned twice, you would actually no longer be poisoned. Or if you healed yourself twice, your healing would cancel out. Let me double check that this is reproing on my machine here, and oh yeah, get out of here, orb. So okay, let's add in food, and let's add in meat. So if I were to eat this one, I get restore health. If I eat that, it makes restore health go away, which is bad. Also, let me die so I'm not constantly in the end game. Okay. So let's take a look and see what's happening with the status effect code. Status effect. Get status effect, get status effect, get status effect, do status effect, on status and on status begin. Try to figure out where is the main place we actually use this. Not that. Some common place. Monster. Is Monster where this lives? Is the player a monster? Is that how that works? Okay. The player, I think the player is also an actor. Okay. Take damage. Check status effects. Add status effect. This might be where it's happening. Let's double check this. Hey, Gmon XYZ. No, I have given up on the BS chess project. It basically got to the point where I was not looking forward to streaming every day. I had accomplished the things I'd set out to accomplish for the most part. Like I had the MVC working, I had some other stuff, but I just I don't know. I just don't feel like actually pushing forward on that. I may do Piglet in the future, but yeah. Okay, so grab this, and if we eat it, so we have an array of status effects, which is empty. We add a new effect, which is true. So yeah, so we're not worried about stacking. So we just go. There's nothing to remove. So then, if we add a new effect, true. We call on status begin, and we add the effect, and we call it a day. And then if I go here and I eat it, okay, what's happening? So this is not null, so we don't need to new up a status effect array. So for existing, these are all the existing effects. So if e.getClass equals new effect class, so this is true if e.timer less than effect.timer. Let me see. Status effects to remove. So if the current effect timer is less than new effect timer, which should be the case pretty much always, we want to. So what we do is we add the old one to be removed. And then we say don't add the new one. So what we ought to do, I could have monkey patched that, I'm sorry. Add new effect false, and then here add new effect equals true. But this is almost always going to be the case, right? Yeah. In case it's not, we can do the correct behavior. Or is the correct thing just to lengthen the timer? Is that the more correct thing to do? So instead of removing e, we don't add the new effect, but e.timer equals new effect.timer. So Chad, if you're listening, or players, please weigh in. If I eat something that gives me, say, healing for 10 seconds, and then I eat another thing that gives me healing for 10 seconds, should we add those timers together or should we replace? Yeah, Dr. Kegel's suggesting taking a max of the two. What would be the correct thing to do? What would you expect it to do? Also remind you, this will also be the same rules for if you are poisoned or on fire or slow. Should we take the max, or should we add them, or just take the new one? I think the max makes more sense, because in the case of the fire, if you're standing in lava, you will really quickly get like this situation where your burn time will just go up like really fast, and you will have like this almost infinite burn time. But I think it makes sense that if you are in the lava, that we keep setting the burn time to the max. Yeah, let's do that. Those math. max. Max. What is it in Java? Oh. Math. Okay, so that is correct. Okay, so equals math.max of the new timer and e.timer. I think that seems correct. Again, feel free to weigh in. We could have a status effect thing to stack. I don't know. It's kind of, yeah, burning and food. Yeah, burning and food included. I think max makes the most sense. I think, yeah. Thanks, Chad. So let's try that and see how that feels. Okay, so let me spawn in food, bread. Okay, go. All right, and then yeah, I think does that seem reasonable, Chad? It just puts the max. I think that seems fine. We don't want multiple effects going on at once. Cool. Yeah, the status effects, yeah, there's no beyond, they just have a single effect and they have a duration, and that is all that they do. Cool. Let's check that off. Okay, another thing is the shops. We have to be careful with Gamepad. For some odd reason, in the shops, in the levels, if we don't mark them as pause, it breaks Gamepad support. So I just want to quickly just check the shops. Oh, Chad, you fixed the pause thing? Nice. So let me just really quickly just run through the shop keeps, because I know it definitely came up that the so over the weekend, the people who played the game, only 2 of all the players made it to the caves, and one they like the one person who's playing on the controller got stuck on the mysterious merchant because of the gamepad issue. Yep, good old missing if. So let me just check out this fella. Beautiful. There's also a small visual artifact. If you notice, it will quickly flash the entire next, like this entire message dialogue, real quick for like a frame, and then it starts the message scroll. And it's a small artifact. I'm just kind of curious what's going on, because it doesn't do that for. It does not do that for for the mouse and keyboard controls, which is weird. Beautiful. Yep, looks like the shops are fixed. Nice. So Chad shored that up, so I can check that off on my list. Shops have been checked. Also, another weird thing I'm seeing, Chad, is cave. In the caves, sometimes we generate like bottomless pits that actually aren't bottomless. They have a rock bottom, and people can drop into them and then get forever stuck. So let me see if I can fly around real quick and find one. Yeah, and sometimes these also generate. Are those? Looks like steps. Yeah, sometimes these generate, and the water ones too. Like you can't get back out once you fall in. This is a little silly, but it seems all right. Yeah, some of the texture selection there is off too, but neither here nor there. I think I can fix that up with just. I think before we ship, we need to go through and set all the texture painters just to have like some sort of defaults. There was one to the right. And Chad could have ninja edited this and made it work. Because those definitely look bottomless, but there was a case where they would yeah, let me go down. Just flying around, don't mind me. Well, Dakota, you know, the truth of the matter is I do have work, you know. Like, I have work I need to get done, so an hour is all I can spare. Yeah, again, I'll try a little bit here to see if I can repro it. Yeah. Yeah, some of these Delver levels can get pretty big. It's so weird flying through them like in this perspective. Also, there's a lonely little potion just out in the ether. Oh yeah, like here's an example. Like here is a very a very bottomless drop with torch in the bottom, which I think is even worse because it would like imply that the player should go in there. Like it's like you look in here, like, oh, there's a torch down there. So yeah, that's bad. I'm not sure what causes those. Also, yeah, this looks, yeah, same here. Yeah, we may need to turn that off, but that's still an open issue. Yeah, also I think maybe in the player check here, instance of note. So So I'd like to somehow differentiate like Maybe I can just look at a charge threshold. That might be a way to do it because the next bug I'm talking about, I'm thinking about my brain, but I haven't spoken to you yet. Sorry, is using the bumpers to toggle away from a weapon charge to not attack. If that makes sense. So this is a common thing with wands and with bows. Because you don't want to waste a shot, you can toggle away to cancel the attack. But the problem is when you toggle away to a slot with a consumable, you will consume it. So I can just show this real quick. So if I were to charge this shot, and then I quickly toggle to my potion, I drink it. And if I go to the weapon, yeah. So maybe if I just put a little check in there to see if let me try monkey catching this and see if that works. So if attack charge and attack charge greater than 0 and not has attacked. So where's this big block of, yeah, so else if instance of potion. I need like, so attack charge is a float. Does it go from 0 to 1, or is it like not bound? Let me see where we set attack charge, and I'll just have it print, and then I can attack charge equals 0. Wait, did I miss it? If attack and held weapon and weapon not charges attack. Yeah, so I think this is it. gdx.app.log Delver input and attack charge. Is that correct? .toString. And there's probably a capital S in there somewhere. No? There we go. So at least Java knows how to concatenate a string and a float. Hey, Tajani. Hello. Yep. No, that would be really nice. But we can't really do that. I mean, we can open up the level in the level editor and take a peek, but like that's only so helpful. Okay, let's do the patch, and let's see. Let me drag us off screen, and it should be. Is it not? Yeah, it's not actually hitting that that breakpoint. Weird. So I guess I have the let me try. Is it there? Yup. Okay, that's fine. So let me just real quick. Let's just slide this down here. Okay, F9. Let me turn off this breakpoint. The console. Okay, so So it looks like it goes for this weapon between 0 and 40. So I think as long as it's like slightly, let me spawn in a different weapon and see what it looks like. This is a steel sword, so it's slower. Okay, so yeah, looks like no matter what the weapon, it's between 1 and 40 for the most part. Maybe that's the frame count. Not quite sure. Okay, so I think I can check the charge. So let me get rid of that. And then in player, so in this potion, for example, if attack and attack charge, say greater than some threshold, 0.01, less than. Yeah, it seems like it jumps up to 1 pretty quickly. Or 0.1. No, 0. How about 0.5? Let's try that. Control Shift F9. Okay. Then F9. Okay, let's slide this over here. And what I want to do is when I toggle away from this, I only changed it for potion, so let's spawn in a potion. So I'm testing what I actually. Yeah, and I'm really happy that Chad, you got the throw on left trigger to work. It feels so nice. So if I charge this up and then I hit right bumper, beautiful, yeah. But I can't use that now. Oh. Because if we toggle away, we don't reset the attack charge. That's curious. So could I do something like this and then... Yeah, so I could charge this and then attack with the heavy. That's an interesting little feature. Interesting, yeah. We should probably get... We need to reset attack charge on this. So Chad, if you're still watching, a pointer where to look would be great. Otherwise, I'm gonna have 7 minutes. Can I do that in 7 minutes? Yeah, that's it's kind of a hack, kind of an exploit, is to charge up a quick item and then attack with a heavy. Surprised nobody's found that yet. Let's see. So the input is let's look at Gamepad Definition, and it's item previous, find usages, input. Let's look for here. Let's look for previous. Do previous item action. Next item action. So if these, I think these are okay. Okay, that seems fine. For potions and stuff, we probably want to catch the event where the attack is first pressed. Right now, it's keyed off of being held. Yep, that also makes sense. But I think also we need to reset the attack charge so you can't do that trick I was just doing. Let me just make sure that that's going to hit where I think it's going to hit. Okay. Yep. And what is the stack trace looks like? Yeah, that's fine. If do action newly requested, that seems fine. So then, yeah, so then when we do these, yeah, let's do something like this dot attack charge equals 0. What about the attack charge time? Do we also need to reset that as well? Or is that a... That is... Okay, that's 40. So that, I think, is always 40. So I don't want to muck with that. I think I want to reset the attack charge. Is there anything else that I need to do? Hot patch that, and let's see if that fixes what I think it's going to fix. Okay, so I can charge this up. And if I go here, yeah, perfect. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Can I not? That has a very Okay, so that's a different bug. I can let me worry about that later because this is making it actually behave even stranger. Because it was not allowing me to toggle away from a charged weapon, which was even worse. So at least here we can still toggle away, which is important. So do previous item action, do the newly requested. So I can do, I guess I can put down here maybe in this, in the player. Instance note. So so instead of, I think Chad is saying here, like for potion, instead of doing something like this. So if input dot action newly requested and action dot use. Let me make sure that sounds right. Yeah, action dot use. That should be all right. Having a button to specifically reset charge is it feels like a very inelegant solution. I guess I got rid of that. Okay, cool. So let's see, and I think I already monkey patched this, right? Oh, maybe I didn't. Okay. So, in the case of a potion, okay. Yeah, be gone. Okay. So if I charge this and then go to that, it doesn't drink it. But I can't ever drink it. Oh, action, yeah, action attack. I'm a dummy. Thank you, Chad. Because it only will do exactly what I tell it to do. There we go. Okay, so this and that. That's newly requested. That's curious. I thought that was going to behave a little differently. Potions, bright. So actually, it looks like we're getting a newly requested on the release of attack. Because it's an axis. Is that right? The key events, key bindings, hot cursor, mouse to, gamepad controller state contains. Got a breakpoint here. Gamepad minute contains action dot attack and true. So wait, this returns false. Wait, what? Gamepad button events. It always contains it? There we go. Looks like we took a little bit to clear out. Okay, so it's still held. Okay, so if I let go, yeah, if I let go, it also gets a newly requested. Yeah. Oh, we probably don't keep the state of the previous button. Yeah, to check if it's a new one. Yeah. Yeah, is it fine if I just I mean, do you want to take this, or you think it's fine if I just add that check for if it's charged or not? I don't know. Yeah. Again, this is not a. I mean, this is not a super. Just be an attack. It's not desirable behavior, but it's not like. Oh, Chad, thank you for taking that one. Yeah, it's not game breaky bad, so I'll just let it lie. Yeah, this might be okay then. This might be again, Dakota, we spoke about this earlier in the stream. That's entirely up to Chad. Yep, no quick fix. Yeah, let's not make the code worse. Let's take a look. Do I have any unstaged changes? I don't think I do. All right. I think that's good. Yeah, we had a productive stream. I think I've been yeah, we got some stuff done. A few commits, that's always good. I think it's been a productive lunch hour. I need to get back to work. But thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being part of my dev stream. You can follow me here on Twitch at Joshua Skelly. You can follow me on Twitter at Joshua Skelly. I am a Twitch affiliate, so if you'd like to see more of this, if you find it entertaining or educational, or you just want to see more of it, please consider subscribing. If you're a Twitch Prime person, you already get one of those free a month, so why not throw it my way? I consider it like a tip jar. It kind of helps me gauge what things people like to do and what kind of people are receptive to. There are 9 such folks who have already taken the plunge. Louis Carl Actual, Neil Slichter, Fifth Elephant, Nix Rod, A Literal Train, Smith, Dr. Kegel, Glass Casket TV, and Codrake are my wonderful, lovely, and dapper subscribers. All right, folks, I will see you back roughly in 24 hours tomorrow for more Delver lunchtime development. Have a good rest of your day.